So thank you, dear friends. And now is the time for questions, comments, thoughts. Do we have any questions, Captain Joy, so far?
Om Guru, Dr. Radhika ji, thank you so much for lovely sharing today. We have questions. First question is, how can I live each day as a student of truth, not just a believer?
Okay. So if I've got the question right, you are saying that how can I live the truth rather than just believing in the truth? Okay.
Yes,
Okay. So the belief in truth will get converted into the faith, and actual truth is when you have intuitively, realized it. So slowly, just look at your own life. And in retrospect, you can see that there was a power which was always governing your life. Now, as you start your meditations and your prayers, your own intuition starts to develop. What we should do is we should start following our intuition. So even in little decisions first. So sometimes what happens is there's a particular decision to be made in our life, and there is an intellectual part of it is which is mainly the brain part of it is saying that this will work like this, and if this will happen, then logically this should happen, and A should go to B, should go to C, and so on. What your intuition sometimes will tell you that if it was point P that you have to come to, so it will not take you to A, B, C, D. It will say A to P. You must do P. So when this is a small decision and you are a beginner on the path, then you should follow the A to P. Learn to follow your intuition and see what happens. And also, as you are getting these intuitive thoughts, understand the feeling in your heart. If the feeling in your heart is very calm, and if the guidance is clear to you and feels to be that, this appears to me as an intuitive guidance, because it is very easy to get confused between your own hallucinations, suggestions, and intuitive guidance. So that is why I'm saying when you start, you take small decisions with intuition, and then you find that, yes, as you intuit, it appears to work. So slowly over a period of time, this can take years, that your belief starts to get converted into faith, that yes, my own inner voice of conscience is telling me something. And from what is the origin of my inner voice of conscience? It is the consciousness of God, which is speaking to me through my inner voice of conscience. It is guiding me all the time. And whenever I listen to this voice, I am taken towards the right path. So slowly over a period of time, belief is converted to faith. Faith that there is a God, number one. Secondly, that the God is a loving God. He loves me. Thirdly, He is protecting me. He is overlooking me, and He is guiding me at all times. And He is available all the time. It is us, we do not ask Him for guidance. We go into world and we keep asking people for guidance instead of first going to Him. And also the possibility is that our own intuition is not that much developed, but still over a period of time you will have tested the waters. So it's not that one day suddenly you say, my intuition tells me I must jump off the cliff. No, you're not going to do that. But you have to test your own belief. And your own testimony is most important. Whatever others say to you may not be true for you. The scripture has to be proved true to you yourself. Your intuition has to work for you yourself. And you have to go with that, kind of inner scientific evidence that yes, it works. And once you know that, out of 10 times, if the guru has told you, let's say 10 things, and 7 things already are working in your life, and 3, although you have not understood them as yet, not experienced, but they must also be true. And that you are still exploring and experimenting. So you are going on that path because some of it you have already found to be true in yourself. The rest of it you are testing and trying. And thirdly, you are also putting in self-effort to love God or to know God. And once all of this combines, slowly over a period of time, your belief will get converted into faith. And the more and more this is done, the automatically you will start living in the truth all the time rather than mere believing. Now, of course, all of us start from a point where we are only trying to believe and do not have complete faith. So then what happens? If we do the practices that the guru has told us, even if we don't understand them fully, if we keep doing them, then automatically our evolution is hastened. And again, this also has to be tried. If you are a Kriya Yogi, then you would have automatically seen by now that your pre-Kriya level of emotions and reactions was completely different as to post-Kriya levels of emotions and reactions. That you have to an extent come to be able to control your reactions and emotions, to love others more, to forgive easily, since you have already tested this. You are already tasting the benefits of techniques like Kriya Yoga or any meditative thing that you follow. And if you take it deeper, it is automatically your mind should say that, yes, it is going to take me deeper. Now, the problem is our own mind doubts. So, carping spirit comes in. And this is because of certain effects of past karma. Our chitta is not yet purified. So, if there is an obstruction to faith, it is because we have indulged too much in sense indulgences in the past lives or previously in this life, that karma stands in front of us and it comes as a doubt in your own mind that, oh, I'm not sure if this path is working or not. I'm not sure if this guru is right for me or not. So, all know that all of that is being created by some past. It is the effect now, and now by use of your own higher wisdom and discrimination, you can say to your own mind that I will believe, I will continue because I have already tasted some benefit and I want to go to the full absolute truth. And the scripture is also talking about it, and the God realized people, saints, are talking about it. Therefore, I choose to ignore my own doubting mind and I choose to follow what the scriptures say, what the gurus say, what the saints say, what God realized men before me have said. And slowly, 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 this is not an overnight journey. This is not a sprint race. It is a marathon. It will take time. So just be patient with yourself, but keep going. That's all. Next question.
Next question is, so can we say that God is the ocean and each droplets in the ocean may be a separate world? So everything is inside God, but God is not inside anybody.
Okay, so again, this is all a play of words. So you are extending to what we studied in this shloka, and in that sense, you can say. But again, how does this theory, understanding this theory or not understanding this theory, does it help to remove your suffering? If it does not help to change your life in any way, and then even if you don't understand this intellectually, let us keep this knowledge aside, because actually this is not causing our our consciousness to expand, our suffering to go away, to for us to feel liberated. But yes, theoretically speaking, what you are saying is what's being said in the shloka in a different way. But again, the Buddha would always keep silent on these questions because his clear answer was that none of this knowledge will help you to get rid of your suffering. To actually to feel that ultimate bliss that you are, you basically need to do self-effort in realization and not in only knowledge. So yes, we can play around words, we can read a lot of things, but let us also understand that the real dharma is realization. And this knowledge, okay, we have read it, we have acknowledged it, but we will actually truly understand it when we have first-hand experience. The different layers of existence, we will be understanding only when we have realized what is Kutastha Chaitanya, what is cosmic consciousness, what is Christ consciousness, what is super consciousness, what is human consciousness at different levels. Once we have experienced the highest, can we then look down and see, okay, these are the layers from which I am traversing, and yes, now this what knowledge the scripture gave me theoretically, now it fits into place. Now I totally understand it because I see it clearly. So let's make realization our goal and not intricate knowledge our final destination. And with that, okay, you hear, you go forward, but most of your emphasis should be on your meditative practice and direct communion with God right now. Okay, next question, Captain.
In what ways can I bring purity, joy, and ease into my spiritual discipline?
Okay. So one will beget the other. All of these things are related. These are aspects of God. If you increase the joy in your life, the purity will automatically increase. If you increase the purity in your life, your joy will automatically increase. How are these related? So Swamiji would always say, meet joy halfway. The mistake that all of us do is we think that only after this particular project will be finished, or after, I find this particular person or this object in my life, then I will be happy. Now, this itself is a delusion, it's an illusion. We are happiness itself. And therefore, if we do whatever work we are doing right now, if we say, I am a happy soul, and right now I am doing this work as an expression of joy. And if I do that, then automatically, when I'm in a high state, now joy is a high state. Sadness, melancholy, irritation, these are all lower chakra things. Being joyful is a high state. In that high state, you will not be able to think of any wrong ideas. If you are joyful, then you will not think of harming anybody, then you will not think of lying to anybody. You are not greedy in that state. So automatically you become pure because you are consciously living in that bliss. So this is an affirmation you have to do. I am bliss itself. I am a blissful child of God. Now, when Swami Vivekananda went to the US, and his opening speech, when he said, "Oh, brothers and sisters of America," he said, you are children of immortal bliss. We are all children of immortal bliss. So start affirming, I am bliss itself. And once you say that, then whatever action you are doing at that moment, start to express. So bring a smile on your face, bring a relaxation in your body, bring a focus, and whatever task you are doing with whoever you are dealing, express your joy in that situation. This will automatically make you pure. On the other hand, if you are consciously practicing your yamas and niyamas, and you are avoiding things that bring you down, and you are doing things which will uplift you, this will automatically bring you to the upper chakras, and your happiness level will increase. So all of this is achievable only firstly when you are alert and aware of where your consciousness is right now. Am I feeling moody today, irritable today, sad today, happy today? First be aware. Where is your energy? And if it is energy, if your energy is logged in the lower emotions, then who is going to raise them? Only you can raise them. And how will you raise them? You do energization exercises, you do chanting, you think of the Lord, you think of higher virtues, you be in the company of people who are joyful. Doing all those things, reading books, reading scriptures, listening to Master's voice. All of this will increase your level of consciousness. This will automatically make you happy. So simply saying, the first step is to acknowledge and be alert about where you are. The second is to understand how you can change it, and this can be done only by raising your energy and consciousness to the upper chakras, and then all the tools and techniques that Master has given us are for this end alone, to raise our consciousness. So just by raising your energy and consciousness, you will always live in purity and live in joy. So it is only because your energy is trapped in the lower chakras, in the attachments and likes and dislikes of this world, that you have these moods and these all of the difficult, emotions. Raise your energy, change your thoughts, change your life. And good thoughts come to you only when once your energy is raised. Okay, so what next, Captain?
Thank you so much for amazing explanation for each and every question. Om Guru.
Om Guru to all. Yes, we do have a question. How can we focus on our inner journey instead of looking for external validation? The fact that we are born in the material world means we have to do material stuff. So living with others is necessary unless we become hermits.
Okay, yes. So, what has been said in the scripture about this? What do great saints say about this? Firstly, yes, if everybody in the world became a hermit, then there is no purpose of this play again, because it is a self-propitiating kind of a play where more and more humans have to be born, and for that there has to be grihastha ashram. People have to live together as families, and so on and so forth. But then, if one of these, or most people in this world, if you look around, they are happy to live in a family social structure. There are only few who wants to actually go inwards and towards God. But once you have made up your mind that, oh, now I want to find God in this life, and you find yourself in a grahastha ashram, in a family life, then what do? Then what Ramana Maharishi has said, and many saints have said, is that on the outside, you do all the duties. But where is your heart? The important thing is, where is your heart? Don't invest your heart in the things of this world, or the people of this world, or let's say money in this world, or all the Vishay Vastu, as it is called, the objects of the senses in this world. You have to operate with the senses. The senses are given to our advantage. If we were not given this sight, how will we walk? And of course, we know there are people who don't have, they're not blessed. We are blessed, but it is to protect our own self. That is why we are given the senses. But what are we using the senses for? We are using them for entanglement in more and more things. We are getting tempted. And the more enmeshed we are in those, the more difficult it is for us to go towards freedom. Because if we want soul freedom, we have to withdraw our energy from the sense objects, the people, the relationships, everything. So on the outside, if you are a father, if you are a brother, if you are a son to somebody, continue to play that role. But where is your heart? Give your heart to God. On the inside, as Master has said, in the battle din of activity, let your silent war cry be God, God, God. And this is the way. And many people around, and if you think of old Indian mythology, most of the sages were married, in fact. So they supported each other in their spiritual growth. And the purpose of marriage actually is to push the other person, your partner, towards God. That is the real purpose of marriage. We have forgotten it is our problem. It is not the problem of how the creation was made. So even though you are in the midst of relationship, do give them your due. If you have to earn money, earn it for them. Do it responsibly in a good way. But love only God. Give your heart to God. God is your creator, and God is the creator of all the people around you. God is the maker of all the duties which are around you. So perform those duties, but you don't have to be attached to them. To be attached to God, love only God. It is possible. Many people have done it before you. And if you're seriously looking for God, you can do this too. And many of us are doing it already to various degrees. We are doing our jobs, but our heart is in God. That's what Ramakrishna Paraman said. Even while doing your job, let your one hand be on the mother's feet, and one hand you do your job. And once that job is finished, whatever it may be, both hands at the feet of mother. So when you have full time, give your entire attention to the Lord. When you have partial time, as in you're doing something with the family or your work, then also inside, stay in touch with God. Outside, do your activities. It is very much possible, very much doable. Don't look for excuses or otherwise. It is doable. Yes. Any other question?
That's all for tonight.
Okay, so thank you everybody, and congratulations again. And next class, we will start with chapter 9. And let's go on this further adventure on exploration, on experimentation. And this makes the life journey, full of enthusiasm and something to look forward to. Otherwise, normal life becomes very robotic, mechanical, and like an automaton. So just living the Gita makes, it makes you alive fully. And that's how life should be lived, and not with a morose attitude. So joy to all of you. God bless us all. Jai Guru.